warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we are going to do activity 6.4. The materials that we are going to use is copper oxide, sulfuric acid and matches. Okay, next, the apparatus that we are going to use is Prus evaporating dish, white clay triangle, a tripod stand and Bunsen burner. We are also going to use the asbestos layer during the heating process. Another apparatus is beakers, measuring cylinders, spatula, glass rod, filter funnel and the filter papers, also the retort stand. First, we need pour 20 cm cube of 1 mole per decimeter cube sulfuric acid. The sulfuric acid is transferred into the beaker. So the acid will be heated slowly using Bunsen burner. Okay, now we need to heat the sulfuric acid using small flame. Okay, wait until the acid is heated. Now add copper oxide powder slowly into the acid. Using a glass rod, stir the copper oxide until it dissolves. You can see that the color of the solution changed to blue. Now we must add another one spatula copper oxide into the acid until it is no longer dissolved. This is to make sure that the copper oxide added is excess. As you can see, the copper oxide, the black solid copper oxide is no longer dissolved. It shows that the copper oxide is excess. As we can see, there are mixture in this beaker, which is the blue solution and the black solid at the bottom. The black solid is the excess copper to oxide, while the blue solution is the salt produced during the reactions. Now we have to filter the mixture to remove the excess copper to oxide from the mixture. Okay, next we will transfer the filtrate, okay, which is the product form, into the evaporating dish. Okay, you can see that the product form after the filtration is very clear and the color of the product is blue. Next, we will heat the filtrate form using small frame, okay, until the total volume of the filtrate is 1/3. It is to make sure that the salt produced, the product of the reaction is saturated. Next, allow the saturated filtrate to cool to room temperature until the crystals are formed. Okay, after a few hours, we can see that the crystals are forming. Okay, the crystal form are blue in color. Okay, next, we will filter the content of the evaporating dish, okay, to get the salt crystals. Salt crystal produced using distilled water. This is to ensure that the salt crystal form is pure enough. This is the salt crystal form. So we need to dry the salt crystal between two filter papers. Press the salt slowly, and then we will get the dry salt crystal. Okay, now we can observe the physical properties of the salt crystals and record your findings.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, now I want to carry out activity 6.4, the chemical properties of acid. This is for 6.4b, the reaction of acid and reactive metal. Okay, so for this experiment, we need hydrochloric acid. Okay, we use hydrochloric acid 2 mole per dm³, zinc powder. Okay, and the apparatus for this activity are beaker, measuring cylinder, glass rod, and then apparatus for heating process, okay, Bunsen burner, tripod stand, wire gauge, evaporating dish, okay, and then this is apparatus for filtration process, filter funnel, filter paper, beaker, and report stand. Now we start with heating of acid. So we use measuring cylinder to measure 20 cm³ of hydrochloric acid. Okay. And pour into a beaker. Okay, so we must heat the acid gently. Okay. And then add zinc powder until excess. First we put 1 spatula of zinc powder. Okay, and then stir the mixture. We must make sure that zinc powder is in excess. So we need 1 more spatula zinc powder. We let it cool. The filtrate that we are collect here is zinc chloride solution. So zinc chloride solution is colorless solution. Okay, after filtration, we must carry out heating process. Okay, for salt solution become crystal. Okay, so the first step is pour salt solution into evaporating dish. Okay, heat until saturated salt solution is formed. Okay, after heating process, we get the saturated salt solution. So we can see the salt crystal form at the wall of the evaporating dish. Let it cool at room temperature. After this, we must filter it again, okay, to get the salt crystal. So we must pour saturated salt solution into the filter funnel. So the residue here at the filter paper is zinc chloride crystal. Okay, after filtration, okay, this is the residue. Okay, we can see here. We must dry it by pressing two filter papers. So this is how we dry the zinc chloride crystal. So this is the products of reaction of hydrochloric acid and zinc powder. So hydrochloric acid react with zinc to produce zinc chloride and hydrogen gas. So that's all for activity 6.4b. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, very good morning students. Okay, today I'm going to discuss about the activity 6.4, which is to study the chemical properties of acid. So I'm just focused on the reaction between acid and a metal carbonate or carbonate metal. Okay, I will show you the material that we are going to use. Okay, so for the first one is a nitric acid. Okay. The next one is a lime water. Okay. The next one is a copper 2 carbonate. Okay. So this is the apparatus. Okay. We need a measuring cylinder, delivery tube, spatula, test tube, boiling tube, and test tube rack. Okay. First, we need to measure 5 cm cube of nitric acid using measuring cylinder. Next, we pour the nitric acid into a boiling tube. Okay, next, we need to pour a small amount of lime water into a test tube. Okay, next we need to clamp the boiling tube using a ripper stand. Okay, after that, using a spatula. Okay, so we need to put one spatula of a copper 2 carbonate inside the boiling tube. Okay, quickly close using stopper. So then we connect to the lime water. Okay, after a few seconds, the lime water turns cloudy or chalky.